Kabakachabaku Stadium in Wakiso is where we are today, and a tantalizing riddle is posed to us today. All the way from Egypt, a traditional mythic creature known as the Sphinx had the head of a human being, the body of a lion, and the wings of a falcon. Even more interesting and intriguing than its appearance was the riddle it posed, that upon failure to answer, it would eat you alive. No creature epitomizes the characters and fiendish beings of this character more than the team URA Football Club. No surprise that both have the abilities of guarding treasures, though one collects it in form of taxes. They have blown hot and cold, they have posed riddles, and for some teams that have fallen short of the answer, they have been eaten up. Will URA today show up in full stature, especially with that man, Vianney Sekajugo, who pulled off a masterclass the last time they were here, scoring 4 goals to his name upon his maiden return to his former stomping grounds against the Purple Sharks of Wakiso Giants? Can Wakiso, with revived form, rediscover their fine form and make sure that they can get the job done against URA? A very fine afternoon and welcome. This is match day 6. My name is Jermaine against John.
They had already won.
Well, the referee gets this one underway. Wakiso Giants in the purple and the white, while white and blue are the chosen. That is in the defensive midfield. But here comes Vianney Sekajugo. Beautiful shuffle of the feet.
And then you also look at the man on the ball right now, Aliro. They're not just tall enough to get onto those balls.
Aliro does not need the height, delivers a power one. Here he comes, has some defensive work lined up for him, and a chance and a break here, big shot. Frank Sebufu just fizzling that. Well, it was half a chance and he snatched at it. I could have probably aligned that a little better. But even more worrying is just how they fumbled with that ball in there. Mboa, the moment was caught in 6s and 7s there and had to the captain himself. Senyonjo spreads it out onto the wing. This could be the chance. Mikidad Senyonga tries to go for the bender, but the header is poorly angled there and just goes flying over the bar. Frank Sebufu could have done better, but how was that for a cross from Mikidad Senyonga? Spoiled his moment, picked his spot, went for the far post. Execution, not exactly top-notch.
Yeah, absolutely not good enough at all, and you just feel that it's not the kind of header that was planted on that ball by the angle from which he could shoot before the goalkeeper saved it, but at least he gave himself a chance. But now, if you look at the position that Hassan Senyo of the centre forwards and also the chances that have been created, because you don't remember so much being created.
Create it again, goes for the shot, but this time the defense does its job and still troubles the goalkeeper slightly. Well, this time, the referee's flag, assistant referee,
turned out for Onduparaka in that famous 2-1 victory by Onduparaka.
Well, now here comes a bit of a body charge and a chance here for Kasule, setting it up for Nomanogic! Straight into the back of the net! That will definitely have to count as one of the fastest goals by a substitute in the Startimes Uganda Premier League this season. Barely 60 seconds on the pitch, and Nomanogic delivers the goods for Wakiso Giants. It was a body charge, one that you feel URA probably went down a little too softly, and true to their credit, the Purple Sharks took a huge chunk out of the tax collectors, and they have a goal to show for their work.
Well, I'm not so sure about that incident. It seemed like there was a foul that was committed on Nyakojo, but the referee felt that probably it was light. But you've got to credit Nomanogic, the calmness with which he finished off that opportunity. And that's something that he really reminds us of his past when he was at Police. He was one of those very, very good finishers in one-on-one situations. So he winds back the clock and puts up
with a chance, and he skips this one. And a hot shot coming in here, but off target. And will not back in possession. Threads it in for Vianney Sekajugo. There could be quite a danger here. Looks for the cutback, but nobody was in the right spot. And the man on your right is the one making the cutback, but you're waiting for someone at the near post.
Yeah, that's true. And I think that George Senkawa is going to have a better game reading and judge where the ball is.
Oh, what a strike! Out of nothing! Absolutely sheer brilliance here coming in from James Megisa. Scored in his previous game, scores in this one as well. A remarkable feat that he's just a defender. I'm not sure that was a cross. I'm not sure that was a strike. Whatever it was, the goal tally will read, it is a goal for URA, but just from sheer nothing. Whips in the cross. I have to say Samson Kiria totally misread that one.
Definitely, and you can say that it was some sort of lucky charm for Giants Fc, but it won't matter. The ball has ended up in the back of the net. But of course, for Samson Kiria, he's...
Senyonjo on for Kasule, trying to pop it in once again for Aliro. Benjamin Nyakojo intercepted and has to take 2 bites of the cherry to get rid of that one. Ojik tries to go for the shot! Moses Aliro ghosting in right from the blind side, and URA will pay the price for their clumsiness in a moment of danger, in the moment of absolute peril there. They were blind to the fact that they had to get the job done quick or they'll pay the ultimate price. And ultimate price they pay. Big lapse in concentration. There's hardly much that you could blame the goalkeeper for. They fumbled the clearance, allowed Norman Ojik a chance. He takes the shot. And what was that, Begisa?
That was an offside. Clearly, again, the assistant referee tells URA that was an offside from the man there, Aliro. However beautiful the goal was, you could say that, because just look at that. And when the ball is played in, look at that. Look at the time. You see that? He was already offside. He was already offside. Of course, you've got to blame URA for the clumsy defending, because they should have cleared their lines. They just kept playing ping pong and heading the ball back to Wakiso Giants. But they paid the price for clumsy refereeing as well. That's URA will feel done by this. Keep possession, and they're doing it expertly. I think what they're trying to do now, apart from that mistake by the captain.
And now through pass here coming in for Sankama! Blazes it over the bar. He will argue that he has been feeding off scraps, but even when he has been given the opportunity, his targeting has been wayward. Hasn't had a single shot on target, I stand to be reminded, but all his shots have been blazed over the bar. Yeah, 3 by my count.
He had one early in the second half, but that was a good opportunity. And you think for Sankama, that is one where he should at least try and test the goalkeeper. But you could see how much he lifted it, and yet I feel that he probably
gets a couple of bodies forward as it's launched in towards the far post and over the bar.
Kosimbua could come in handy.
Long ball in, goalkeeper there could not command, and is a run in there that probably will have casualties. Looks like real pain here for the players on the ground there, for both the team Wakiso Giants and URA Football Club. Saidi Cheyune teasing in a beautiful ball, something that John Viari Simbi was talking about earlier on. Teasing ball, not close to the goal. Chimboa getting into a promising position. Masiko setting it up here, goes for the shot, rasping shot here. But again, just cannot do an excellent job. Could have probably tried to square that ball. Someone needs to teach him that it's a team sport here.
Yeah, of course, you think that he's thinking about himself and getting that goal. And you can see that the options here, right, if he had squared that ball. And instead...
And calls time to the proceedings, to a raucous applause here coming in from the Wakiso Giants fans. It's a victory they have yearned for. It's 3 points they fully feel they deserve. Norman Ojik, the man that gave them the hope after coming on for barely a couple of seconds, replacing the injured Frank Sebufu, opened up the proceedings. And Moses Aliro, as he hugs his teammates just like he did in the prior game, scoring the winner, albeit under some controversial circumstances. Nonetheless, a winner it is. That still stands for Moses Aliro. On the other end, James Begisa continues his fine form, scoring in his previous game, scores in this one. But this time, his goal is hardly anything but a consolation for the tax collectors, who will have a lot of soul searching and a lot of reflection before they get into the next game, because something has to give and they must find the results. It's the Startimes Uganda Premier League, match day 6, live here from the Kabaka Chabago Stadium. Full time, Wakiso Giants 2, Ura Fc 1.